everybody. How's everybody doing today? Welcome. I won't be seeing too many comments while I'm telling you guys about these stories, but I do have a couple of stories to share with everybody. So grab your coffee, grab your drink, and let's get started. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to see more of you. And honestly, you guys, I hope that these stories don't upset you too much, but they are a little bit disturbing. So here we go. The first story is in regards to a gentleman named Schindler. For those of you that maybe aren't familiar with this story, back in early 2017, this man was killing people at the corner in Las Vegas, like near the near the park entry. But I guess this was this is a common area where homeless people sleep. So this person would quietly creep up on these homeless men that were sleeping and, beat them with a hammer, killing them instantly. I mean, oh my goodness, like you don't even have anywhere to go. And yet you try to, make yourself up a little bed on the street. And, this guy's going around doing that. Smartly enough, the police decided to sort of build a mannequin out of like duct tape and like make a person look like, but it really wasn't a real person, right? It was a mannequin decoy. And they put this mannequin to sleep at this, same area, junction, and then surveilled it. And of course, wouldn't you know it, this man, Schindler, creeps up to that area and proceeds to take out one of those like mini kind of a sledgehammers. And he just completely annihilates them, like while they're sleeping. So this happened on two separate occasions. When they put that decoy up, he was of course caught and sentenced to 8 to 20 years in behind bars, right? So, I mean, honestly, pretty disturbing that somebody would go ahead and do something like that to another human being. Is just beyond me. But honestly, hey, you guys, sorry, I'm going to pop over and check some comments and take a sip of my coffee here. Hey, Amy. Hey, Chica. Jay Fizzle. And I believe in unicorns. Welcome. That's a cute name. So that story really bothered me because, it seemed like these people were already helpless and, he had no reason to do something like this to someone else. And I stumbled across this story doing some searches online, and I thought, man, like this needs to be shared. It's too bad though. And I understand that this would cost the taxpayers more money, but it's too bad that there weren't more places for people who, are stranded and maybe in need of help, of shelter. It's sad that there are some people that are stuck out on the streets like this, Okay, so the second story, you guys, that one was just a quick little one. The second story I really wanted to share with you guys. This one is about Todd Kohlhepp is his last name. Now, Todd Christopher Kohlhepp, he was an American serial killer. He was convicted of murdering 7 people in South Carolina between 2003 and 2016. The beginning stages of his life were, fairly normal other than a broken family. He was born March 7th, 1971 in Florida, and he was raised in South Carolina and Georgia. His parents had divorced when he was 2 years old, and his mother, who got custody of him, married another man the following year. Later psychological reports found that Kohlhepp had an unhealthy relationship with his stepfather and often wanted to live with his biological father, whom he had not seen in 8 years. So Kohlhepp was described as a troublesome child. In nursery school, he was known to be aggressive towards other children. He would destroy their property. At the age of 9, when he started undergoing counseling, Kohlhepp was described as being explosive and preoccupied with sexual content. He also displayed cruelty to animals, shooting a dog with a BB gun and killing a goldfish with Clorox. In modern psychology, cruelty to animals is thought by many academics to be common trial of a young psychopathic individual. In Kohlhepp's case, some may not or may work up to harming human beings as adults. So his father later said the only emotion his son was capable of was anger. Kohlhepp spent 3.5 months in Georgia Psychiatric Hospital as an inpatient because of his inability to get along with other children. Eventually, in 1983, Kohlhepp was sent to live with his biological father in Arizona after his mother and stepfather separated. He took his father's surname and began working a number of local jobs. He also inherited his father's hobby of collecting weapons and was taught by him to blow things up and make bombs. Despite this, their relationship deteriorated due to his father's absence with a number of girlfriends. Kohlhepp expressed desires to return to his mother, though she reportedly made excuses to extend the stay. In 1987, on November 25th, 1986, he was 15 years old, and Kohlhepp kidnapped a 14-year-old girl in Tempe, Arizona. He threatened her with a .22 caliber revolver, brought her back to his home, tied her up, taped her mouth shut, and raped her. After he walked her home and threatened to kill her younger siblings if she told anybody about it, Kohlhepp was charged with kidnapping, sexual assault, and committing a dangerous crime against children. In 1987, he pled guilty to the kidnapping charge, and the other charges were dropped. He was ultimately sentenced to 15 years in prison, and he had to register as a sex offender. According to the court records, Kohlhepp was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and had an IQ of 118, which was considered to be above average. The judge in the case said he was very bright and should be advanced academically, but behaviorally and emotionally dangerous, and likely could not be rehabilitated. So Kohlhepp's probation officer wrote a similar description in court papers and had added that he felt the world owed him something. Kohlhepp's attorney in that case later on went to say that while defending him, he did not believe his client would go on to harm others in the future. During his imprisonment, Kohlhepp was initially cited for violations that included some violent behavior, but after turning 20, he had no other record of disobedience. In August 2001, Kohlhepp was released from prison after serving 14 years and moved to South Carolina while his mother was living. During his imprisonment, he attended and graduated from Central Arizona College with a bachelor's degree in computer science. And from January 2002 to November 2003, he worked as a graphic designer for a company called Spartanburg. He began studying in Greenville Technical College in 2003. Kohlhepp was transferred to the University of South Carolina Upstate the following year and graduated in 2008 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administrative Marketing. So despite being registered as a sex offender, Kohlhepp was able to get a real estate license in June 2006 after lying about the felony charge on his application. From this, he built a firm that had a dozen agents in its employment. He had been recognized as being a top selling agent in the Carolina region. The firm was closed down, following his arrest, of course, but Kohlhepp also acquired a private pilot license and several properties out of state. In May 2014, he purchased nearly 100 acres of land located in an area 9 miles from Moore for $305,000 and some change. He then set a fence around the property, which cost about $80,000. A customer who sold her home to Kohlhepp remembered him as extremely outgoing and professional, but noted that he would often talk about his firearms and sometimes subtly used sexual innuendos during his conversation, conversely, like with women. A woman who assisted one of Kohlhepp's employees described him as angry and condescending toward her partner. A banker who worked with Kohlhepp said he often watched pornographic videos, even at work. And Kohlhepp frequented a Waffle House restaurant in Roebuck, where his behavior disturbed the waitress to the point where that the male cook began to take Kohlhepp's orders for them. According to this employee, one of the waitresses was one of Kohlhepp's victims. So on November 6, 2003, a customer found 4 people shot to death inside Superbike Motorsports, a motorcycle shop near Chesney. The victims were identified as the owner, Scott Ponder, service manager, Brian Lucas, mechanic, Chris Sherbert, and a bookkeeper, Beverly Guy, who was Ponder's mother. All 4 died from multiple gunshot wounds. Before Kohlhepp confessed to the shooting in 2016, investigators believed that the gunman, armed with a pistol, entered the shop from the back and killed Sherbert as he worked. He then killed Guy in the middle of the showroom, Lucas at the main doorway, and Ponder in the parking lot. According to Ponder's wife, Kohlhepp was a disgruntled customer who had been in the shop several times. According to Kohlhepp's mother, he attempted to return a motorcycle there, but the employees laughed at him, would not return the money he had paid for the motorcycle, and embarrassed him for not knowing how to ride one. On August 31st, 2016, Kayla Brown, who was 30, and her boyfriend, Charles David Carver, 32, went missing after they went to clean Kohlhepp's residence. Carver was later found of multiple gunshots on Kohlhepp's property. Interest in the disappearance of Brown and Carver increased as a result of messages posted to Carver's Facebook account following their disappearance, the unusual nature of which prompted speculation that another party had taken control of his Facebook account. On November 3rd, Brown was found by authorities chained to the wall inside of a metal storage container on the property. Investigators had tracked her down after tracing the couple's last known cell phone signals, after which they heard banging noises coming from inside the container. The search of Kohlhepp's property recovered Carver's vehicle, which was found in a ravine covered in bush. According to Brown, she witnessed Carver being shot. Kohlhepp's mother claimed Carver was killed for having a really smart mouth, which Kohlhepp did not like. He also said he kept Brown captive because she did not do anything wrong, and that he did not want to hurt her. However, in the January 1st, 2018 episode of People Magazine Investigates Killingfield, Brown stated in a video taken by police just after her release from capture that Kohlhepp had killed Carver because Kohlhepp was mad at her during her captivity. Brown had intimidated into not escaping after having been shown the graves of Kohlhepp's other victims. 2 bodies were recovered on Kohlhepp's property following his arrest on November 6th and 7th. They were later identified as husband and wife Johnny Joe Coxey, 29, and Megan Lee McCraw Coxey, 26, residents of the Spartanburg, who were reported missing on December 22nd, 2015. They were allegedly hired by Kohlhepp to work on his property. McCraw Coxey had been killed by a gunshot wound to the head on December 25th or 26th, while Coxey had been killed a week earlier by a gunshot wound to the torso. According to the county coroner, they were identified through their extensive tattoos. So Kohlhepp was arrested shortly after Brown's rescue. And I have to tell you, that rescue is, just crazy. I literally watched the video on it, and I was blown away that this man had her boxed up, basically in kind of like a shipping crate. One you would see on like trains, and it, excuse me, it was completely locked and covered. They literally had to get like metal cutters and bolt cutters and all these things to open up the place and get in there. And there she is, you know, chained by her neck to the wall. She can't get out. I mean, just brutal. Just devastating too. But I mean, luckily she survived it all, thank God, but absolutely terrifying. So he later confessed to the Chesney shootings and the murders of the two people whose bodies were found buried on his property in exchange for allowing him to talk to his mother, give her a photograph, and transfer money to the college fund of his friend's child. While meeting with his mother, he reportedly confessed to the killings and kidnappings. When he confessed to the Chesney shootings, Kohlhepp said he shot each of the victims once in the forehead, a detail in the investigation that was never released to the public. So therefore, only the killer could have known that. A search of Kohlhepp's property also uncovered numerous weapons, including a 9mm pistol outfitted with suppressors, semi-automatic rifles, and an undetermined amount of ammunition, because there was no record of a background check under Kohlhepp's name for the purchase of the firearm. Investigators believe that he likely acquired the weapons illegally. Following his arrest, Kohlhepp claimed to his mother that there were no victims aside from the aforementioned. And however, during interrogation, he claimed to have shot a victim in Arizona. On November 18th, 2016, it was reported that the Temp Police Department had begun an investigation into Kohlhepp's claim, searching through unsolved homicides in the past 3 decades. They said they would focus on cases dating from 1983 to 1986, when Kohlhepp was living with his father, and also between August 2001, when Kohlhepp completed his sentence for kidnap, and November 2001, when he moved back to South Carolina. On November 25th, 2016, police in Greer, South Carolina, announced that they have named Kohlhepp as the person of interest in the unsolved 2003 bank robbery and triple homicide at the local Blue Ridge Savings Bank. This crime was separated from the Chesney shootings by 6 months. In December 2017, Kohlhepp wrote to the Spartanburg Herald Journal, claiming that he had more victims who have not been discovered. Of course, he was charged with 4 counts of murder in relation to the Chesney shootings and 1 count of kidnapping in relation to Brown's abduction. He was later charged with 3 additional counts of murder for the murder of Carver and Coxey, along with 1 additional count of kidnapping and 3 counts of possession of a weapon during the commission of the violent crime. Kohlhepp's next court appearance was scheduled for January 2017, but on that date, Kohlhepp's attorney arrived, waiving their right to appearance, and relatives of the Chesney shooting victims filed a wrongful death suit against him. And on December 1st, it was announced that Brown also filed a civil lawsuit against him. On May 26, 2017, Kohlhepp pleaded guilty to 7 counts of murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, 1 count of criminal sexual assault, and was sentenced to 7 years consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, in a plea bargain that spared Kohlhepp from the capital punishment. Although his defense swore at his sentencing that there were no other victims to be found, Kohlhepp has since repeatedly admitted that there are at least 2 other murders. On August 2018, he has yet to give authorities the details of that. So, crazy case to see how all of that unfolded, but definitely I feel like there was some kind of telltale signs with it all. Like he had a troubled past. He was disturbed. He was hurting children in his classroom. He was hurting animals. Those are definite signs of somebody that is disturbed, right? And so I think he perhaps these lives may have been saved if he would have stayed in the psychiatric facility, to be monitored basically for life kind of thing. But that's not what happened. So Hi, my wrench sister. That's really cute. Love that, Miss Shaylee. How is everybody doing? Did you guys enjoy those stories? If you did, throw up a like. I really appreciate the support. And let's chat. We got Sister Millie. Tut tut tut. Pisasso. What is she saying or he saying? Hey Heather, how you doing, girl? Hey Denise. Maybe I won't scroll if it's just trolls. You love the necklace? Thank you. It covers up the cleavage perfectly. I'm like, I should wear this one more often. Keeping it simple. Love to accessorize. It's my thing. It was really nice. Yvette called me the other night just to compliment me a little bit on the fact that all of my clothes are thrift shop clothes and how I have great style and taste. And I was like, well, aren't you just a sweetheart? Hello, James Lark. You got your coffee? Cheers, Gigi. Just been using our wrenches to kick out Picasso. Yeah, exactly. Picasso that spelt Pisasso. But I found it to be really disturbing about the homeless people. That kind of bothered me because, I'm somebody in the past that has kind of been there, where I have slept more out in the exposed outdoors. And, you know, like that's just crazy to think that somebody could be that malicious and just be walking around normally. And like we all know that the bad guys don't really stick out very much, right? I mean, this guy was just heinously smashing people, in the head with this sledgehammer. Like, for what? Like, just sick. So that really kind of tugged at my heart, where I was like, you know what, I'm going to share that. But it also prompted me to wish that there was more facilities available, and government funding is available for stuff like that. So I just hate to see something like that happen. That's horrible. I'm beautiful. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Much appreciated, James. Keep it up. Thank you. The other story that I want to share with you guys soon, probably not today, is the Edward Snowden case. If those of you that are familiar with that true story, definitely 2013 to present, as far as devices listening in and different things recording, different apps being able to record. I think that it's important to have something like this in place for flagging or catching crimes before they happen. I feel like it could be used in a good way, but it's not happening like that. So, gotta get your coffee. You need it. But that's probably like I've never really talked about those kinds of things. And I think that, a lot of us have already seen that Snowden movie, and we're very familiar with with its contents and everything that it was involved. I guess it was 2012. 2012 to present, I guess. But incredible true story movie. And if you have not already seen Edward Snowden, the movie, I strongly suggest going to watch it because it's a wicked movie. It's wicked. Super, super awesome. Hello, Quentin Richardson. All things considered, we are doing all right. Dealing with the depression, trying to stay positive, branch myself out, do 16 million things in one day every day. But no, in all honesty, it's good to keep me busy. I like keeping busy because then I don't focus so much on the things that that bother me or hurt me. You guys should definitely go and watch that Edward Snowden movie. If you haven't already seen it, Chica, that is what they would arrest him for, is treason if he were to ever step foot back on U.S. Soil, which is not going to happen. He's in Moscow, and he's just seems to be completely staying there. He has been there for years. So you love the necklace. Thank you, sister. But it did happen with the U.S. It did, yeah. It happened on U.S. soil, which is why, because he's leaked info, of what the government was doing behind closed doors, he is suddenly at risk for, having his life taken for doing such a thing. It's a wicked, wicked movie. I'm planning to do a story on it really soon. So I would suggest taking a look at Netflix, or, going online or checking out your movie store and seeing if you can't scoop it up and watch it. It's a wicked, wicked good movie. Yeah. Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, guys. Sheesh. With love and happiness. I'm just trying to understand what you are talking about. All I understand is being so positive in life. um, Social butterfly, I do try to stay positive in life, but today we were talking about a few different crime cases that I found that I wanted to share with my audience. One of them was Todd Kohlhepp, and the other one was Shane Schindler. So, two names in the crime world that are pretty heinous. So, we try to stay positive and happy around here. Absolutely. All righty. Good luck on your test, sister Millie. Didn't know the story. Which one? Joanna or Joanne? Which one? Are there any viewers that are here right now that have maybe never even seen that movie yet? It's eye-opening, that's for sure. Comedian Tim Conway. That's too bad that he's passed away. I've actually never seen any of his, comedy stuffs. You'll join the next stream? Alrighty. You haven't seen it? Well, 2012 was when it all sort of went down, but let me see here what it says. Excuse me. Mm, 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 mm. So I guess it kind of pretty much ended around 2015. The DEA revealed that it had been collecting metadata records for all telephone calls made by Americans to 116 countries, linked to drug trafficking. But they reported to be collecting that data that began in 1992. Telephone calls between the U.S. and from Canada, Mexico. But a very, very powerful story. And I would highly recommend going to watch that movie if you haven't already seen it. It is crazy, but it's all true. That's what's the most scary part about it. But I mean, in all honesty, like the folks that are really just kind of living their life, like we don't really have anything to worry about. In all honesty, like yeah, they're gonna listen, yeah, they're gonna look, yeah, they may watch or whatever, the big brother, eye in the sky, whatever you want to call it. But it's for real. Like the people that go around like going, "Oh, you're crazy if you think that your device can hear you or listen or whatever." It's been tested numerous times. There was a couple that did a Facebook post actually to test this exact thing. So the plan was, and they did this away from the devices so nothing could hear them. They were completely away, right? The plan was to get new phones and start talking about cats. Neither of these people owned cats or really even liked cats, but they wanted to see if it was true that suddenly, after talking about something, it would be showing up in their feed. And sure enough, and they showed it as they were doing it, it showed up in their feed, showing them cat stuff and cat sales and cat treats and food and blah, blah, blah. And, like I said, they didn't even own cats. They'd never searched for anything to do with cats. They picked some foreign topic to them too, and then sat down and showed, the world that it was for real. And it was pretty powerful all in itself. It was only a few minutes long, edited all together, and yeah, it was kind of intense. Hi, Sergeant Kobe. I've never heard of the Julian Assange, or maybe I have. Now that I say the name out loud, I'm like, maybe I have. I should look that up. Oh, he was a Australian journalist, computer program, and the founder and director of WikiLeaks. Oh, yes. Yeah, I've heard about this guy. Yeah. I don't know. It sure ain't smart to be going against the government, though. You'll set yourself up for, some one heck of a lot of problems. You know what I mean? That happens to you all the time, Curious Cat? Well, that's because it is actually sort of kind of monitoring. And, your conversation, it pulls ads and all kinds of interests for you around the subjects that they can hear you enjoy. So, looking my necklace. Doris Day. She almost looks like Marilyn Monroe, eh? American actress, singer, and animal welfare activist. Her career as a big band singer in 1939. Wow. And her hit recording, Sentimental Journey, in 1945 with Les Brown and his band of renown. Sorry. That's pretty cool. Wow, she recorded more than 650 songs from 1947 to 1967. It's kind of a cute little tidbit. Fun fact, I am from Canada. Thank you for asking, Ahmed. Okay, Gigi. I don't know what it is with my window, but like this spring, summer, I've had more birds and bugs flying into the window. I haven't even washed it yet from outside. And they're just like, doof, doof. Last time we did a live, it scared me. I was like, holy crap. Scared me. I was like, oh my goodness, freaking bird. Your grandma went to school with Doris Day? That is so cool, Amy. That's such a little cute fact. Ouch. Say no to Alexa. I've heard that many times from many people, but the biggest problem that's happening with the Alexas is that it's interfering with the other devices, is what I've heard. So your other devices have trouble sort of functioning and managing or working or whatever. So very popular in the 1960s. Yeah, I wasn't here yet. It wasn't my time yet. Arsenico, you're back. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the invite. That's awesome. Thanks. We are enjoying some chitty chat. Chitty chat. How have I been doing? Well, on and off, hit and miss, sometimes well, sometimes not. I've shared a few of my depression evenings with my YouTube followers, which I had never really done before. I had talked about depression, but I had never really showed you mine. And so I got really real with everybody, literally just a couple of weeks ago. I guess it was more like a few weeks ago now, but you're afraid of artificial intelligence? I don't think there's anything to necessarily be afraid of. I mean, I believe it's going to be used to benefit, but I worry about the jobs in the future. I worry about, what we're all going to do kind of thing. Because if too many places replace the humans with robots, like what are the humans going to do for work, right? So feel free to email Sergeant. Yeah, that is so true, Amy. It seriously does. I was kind of a little bit like shocked because, when it all came to light, people were kind of not really even believing it. Like, no, that's not happening. And so it prompted people to test it, right? And that's where I saw that couple on Facebook with the whole cat thing. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure you could probably even just Google couple with cat test, for listening in. And I'm pretty sure it'll come up. Well, I think we need to be creative, Tambra, as we sort of mature into this AI world. We need to become creative as humans to be creating our own entrepreneurship, and what, maybe that's going to maybe that's going to entail using the exact things that the AI doesn't have and can't, they just could never really actually produce. I mean, they could be like, loaded up and filled in with these kinds of things, but whether or not they're going to actually understand when it's to be triggered, when it's to be used, how that comfort's going to happen, all of that kind of stuff. I feel like the human race just has to get a little bit more creative with the robots coming in and taking over some of those quick, fast-paced jobs. I know, I'm pretty sure that Amazon was one of them that, recently did they switched out all of the humans for their robots as far as the shipping the crates down the roll thing. I don't even know what it's called right now, but whatever. And it actually does work faster. They're able to do more work faster than a human could, which is great, fantastic for the companies. But now those humans that have lost that position, need to find something else. So in order to kind of cover our own asses, in my opinion, we got to get creative. When AI robots suspected humans were catching on, they began communicating in another language. Wait, be fearful that they have designed AI robots that began communicating and the subject of talking over the world. I'm not sure. I don't really understand what you're trying to say here. I mean, let's face it, glitches happen all the time, you guys. Sometimes, like, I'm online with one language and I know that I'm on an English site, and suddenly everything's like changing into Chinese or something like that? You're right. Amazon probably is listening because I said the name and it's flagged, and suddenly it's like, yep, we hear you. Oh boy. Hello, Cactus Cooper. How are you? Conveyor belt. That's what it's called. Thank you. But is that really what it's called for the shipping? Conveyor belt? Could that be just maybe for like luggage at an airport? Oh, I'm pretty sure that they have. Who said that? Chica? I'm pretty sure that they have, because it was stated, like, they started, this kind of stuff like back when computers were kind of first starting. We just didn't find out about it until, like, 20 whatever, 13, 15, 16, somewhere in there, something. I will just let Alexa do all the talking then. You're funny, Tambra. That's cute. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna be able to offer um, a lot of benefits. I understand where some people's concerns are coming from, but it is the new age time, so we might as well try to figure it out now before it fully even arrives, right? That would be smart. How do I like rainy days? I love rainy days. Walks in the rain. I love like thunderstorms and lightning. 100%. I'm just going to go and fill up my coffee. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Arsenico, can I ask you, have you thrown up a like or no? Because I have a feeling that somebody is messing with my technology again, seeing as there's not even one. And I was so shocked last time to see so many. And now suddenly there's none again. And it's like, oh, I get it. Okay. Technical issues again, for sure. I know that cops are watching all the time, but just don't do anything wrong and then you're fine. What do you have to worry about, really? Like, it's not illegal to have freedom of speech. It's not illegal to use it either. And we are allowed to talk about what's happened around our world in and around anything and everything, whether or not that is, some kind of a government issue or something that's tapped or leaked or whatever. We do have the right to talk about it. Yep, I would love it, but I don't know if they're showing up, Arsenico. That's what I'm saying, because there's not even one. And I'm like, but I haven't been on this screen the whole time because I was reading off of other screens. So I don't know if anything's popped up. I have no idea. I don't think it's working, to be honest. I really don't. That's okay. We have repair around the corner. I got this. We're going to take control of this. I got this. Should we all say hi to the cops, right? Honestly, they go driving around my area and stuff, and like they just shine their lights like super bright as they're pulling out of the, out of the restaurant that's been closed for 3-4 hours. It's like, you guys are so obvious, I always do this. Like, oh boy. Yours has 0, Gigi. What are you talking about? Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely don't think it's working. I know it's not. There's no way. Hello, Todor Kadik. You became a fan. Thank you. That's awesome. Much love. Oh, look at that. Maybe it is working. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. Much love. Oh. And where is everybody from? How about we do that? I'd love to know where everybody is from. That would be awesome. I cannot even say your name. To the 3 people that hit the dislike. You didn't expect that we were not going to have any haters, did you? You almost just have to get comfortable with it. Welcome to my life. Fuck's sakes. Jeez. Sing us a song. Somebody tried to get me to recently sing, and I was just so like, I'm just not, I don't even think I have that nice of a voice. I'm like, I mean, it's different if I'm just going, but to actually just start bellowing out a song right now, I don't know, you guys. It's kind of embarrassing. My voice will probably crack, choke on my saliva. I know, right? Of course we're gonna get the haters. Of course, you guys. It just comes part and part with whatever. 2 watchers from the Burr, Hennessy. Very, very cool. What is my YouTube? It is exactly how you see it. Mr. Todar Kadek. I'm probably not saying that right. I'm very sorry. I'm not very good with names. But if you just go and look up the true stories with Ms. Sherry Wiens, you will find me. And I'd love to have you join. But yeah, I feel like I'm not really that amazing of a singer. I used to be when I was younger, you guys, and then I started smoking cigarettes, and I'm not even lying that it totally messed up my voice. Like, it totally messed up my voice. Next to me coming out my nose, right? Just completely freaking embarrass myself. I don't think I could do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get brave one day. For any of you guys that have followed me from the beginning, you could actually see a huge difference in my very first video upload to now, and how, comfortable I am and stuff. There you are, Todar. See, I don't really want them to blend too much, because then you don't really have necessarily a fully authentic audience on both, sites, right? What is Miss Shaylee saying never mind about? Where is she? And first I've heard. Would you have cover a murder trial? Absolutely. Depending, and where it is and all of that, but absolutely. See, I find it to be a little bit safer, you guys, to cover stories that are spread all around the world. Because, if you start covering stories close to you, people that are affected by it might be upset, and something bad might happen to you for sharing it, right? So that's why I cover cases like all around, far away, all over. Be how in the house. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness, thank you, Todar. That's awesome. Todar. Tommy. Welcome. Is Burr in here? Burr. Terry. What's up? You're heading out, girl? All right, peeps, gotta head out. Hope you all have a great day, rest of the day. Yes, I'll check my email, honey. I will. I'm so sorry that it took me so long to check it in the first place, you guys. But with Mother's Day and all of that, I just really wasn't in a good place. I didn't really want to answer emails brashly, if you will, where you just, you're just tired of saying the same things. But yeah, I kind of just took a few days to check myself, But we'll definitely check that, Tambra. I should be a part of the local news team. Yeah, not really. I don't know. Not really my thing, I guess. I don't know. I've never really, looked into that field. It's been to Toronto, Niagara Falls area, of course. You are in a different part. Yeah, no, Niagara Falls is gorgeous. I have extended family in and around that area, although I have not seen many of them since I was about 12 years old, which was a long time ago now. You love the emoji, Phil? It's so cute, right? I like it too. It's super cute. Excuse me. Toronto is a very, very busy area. Niagara Falls is also pretty busy, but with the falls there and that street that's all filled with like um, the little shops, like the Guinness World Record shop and stuff. Like that was one of the coolest stores I had ever seen. Um, and there's just so many cute little stores all along. It's almost like in Manitoba and Winnipeg, there's a street like Corydon and Osborne that's very much kind of like that. But yeah, Niagara Falls is a little bit commercial. People are so friendly. Yeah. And now that pot is legalized, we're just all friendly. Just kidding. Okay, well, I'm probably not going to send you an email though, Sergeant, because you told me you were going to send me one. So, no, whatever. Now he's going to get a bunch of emails from a bunch of people. Maybe we'll just take it down so that his private info isn't just sitting up there. Remove. Let's take that down. You were sitting here wondering if it's a kiss emoji? Of course it is. Isn't it cute? One of my friends bought it for me. It's super cute. It is adorable, isn't it? It's super cute. It's so soft. I only wish it was bigger, but it is a cute little pillow. It's like, how can you miss it, right? When it's like sitting right there and it's yellow and just sticks right out. Oh, my neck. El Rey del Amor. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm okay. My neck and back are killing me, but otherwise I'm okay. How are you? You're so cute, Gigi. I know your name is Terry. I remember actually, surprisingly enough, and I'm usually not that great with names, but for some reason, your Burr Strong stood out and the Terry is always stuck. So when I see your name, I automatically know it's you. You got here late? That's okay. Better late than never. Plans for the summer, work, work, work. I've got a lot of little plans along the way, but and I might bring you guys for some of them. So we'll just keep those little surprises. Stay tuned and watch for the posts and watch for the live feeds. But I mean, the live feeds are generally twice a week, every week, Tuesdays and Saturdays, 2 p.m. And it's CDT time zone, Central Daylight Savings time zone. We love field trips. Yeah, I had a lot of fun bringing you guys on the last couple that I've done. So I have a couple of cats. I have 2 cats. One that's all gray and one that's all white. Many of my regular peeps, all my peeps, my online peeps have all seen my kitties. They're not really kitties though, right? They're like cats. They're like little mini like mountain lions. I'm from Canada. Yes, I know about Algeria. That's good that you are good as well. I have to go now first. What? I'm on you now. Hello, I have to go now. How old am I? How old do you think I am? How about that? Let's see if you can guess it. See if you can guess my age. You have 4 cats, Hennessy? Oh my gosh. I could never do, not even one more. I don't even think I want. I could never do 3. I find the litter box, like, I mean, I clean it every single day, but between the litter box and even just loving, when you're sitting there petting them, you only have 2 hands. Like, one of them is going to be left out, So I just have the 2. They're all rescue cats, so that's pretty cool. Well, good for you. You're going to guess 25? Well, you're so sweet. Thank you. I usually say I'm 29 and holding. Actually, I'm really not even that ashamed of my age. I kind of see it more as older and wiser. So I'm older than that. Excuse me. 38. A little bit older. Thank you for the likes, Crystal. Very sweet of you. Yes, I am actually 40. So, not 25, but we'll stick with the 29 and holding, right? I mean, it's working for me right now. We'll take it for as long as it's going to work. Hello, Ahmad B. I look 29? Well, yeah, we're just going to say that. Just 29. No, I just don't really want to lie to people, I don't really care about, my age and aging. I feel like some people do it gracefully and others, not so much. No, Chica is Chica, Sergeant. Clary is no longer with us, and she hasn't been for a month or 2 now, around there. A month. Hello, Tracy. How is Cloud feeling? Much better. Thank you for asking. I actually believe that it was the puddle water outside. I caught him drinking that, and I believe that it made him a little bit sick. But thank goodness he is okay. I knew you knew my age because we've had this discussion before, Kobe. I'm right behind you. I make 40 look good. You're so cute. Thank you, Crystal. Honestly, you guys, the only thing I've ever really done is lotion like my whole body. Like I've always the facial creams, at night before I go to bed. I don't necessarily do it every single night because you don't want to over supple your skin. You want it to be noticeable. But I find that like here where I live, we have 4 seasons. So when it gets into the fall and the winter time, my skin does dry out and it does create the wrinkles a little bit more. So if you keep, at least a few times a week, at least 3 to 4 times a week kind of thing, constantly, lotioning your entire body. I literally do head to toe. Sometimes I use scented ones. Other times I just use a regular one and then I'll add perfume. Excuse me. What are you saying? Yuck about Hennessy. What's the poor baby for, Heather? You are young. Still, I'm 51. Aw, yeah. I just say older and wiser. There's nothing wrong with, age. There really isn't. The only time it becomes sort of an issue is when you stop being able to do certain things. Yeah, no, the pond water and like the rainwater and the puddles, not healthy. My cats literally have 3 separate drinking dishes in my house. 3. One in the kitchen, one on top of the freezer, and another one in my room. And, I literally switch it out multiple times a day, at least twice a day. And I put ice cubes in it so that's nice and cold for them because I like ice in my water. So I assume that the cats like ice too. I don't know. I'm kind of weird like that. So I give them ice water. But I did catch him recently, like within the last couple weeks outside, and he was at one of those puddles. So, thank you, Crystal. You're so sweet. You became a fan, 75 FM3. Thank you. Yes, no, lotion. It's honestly, it's one of the best. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm not sure if I think you're a girl. The photo's so hard to see sometimes. I'm sorry. But lotion, it really does work. The lotions that I like are Lubriderm because it's a nice, thick, heavy type of a lotion that really soaks into your skin. Jergens has also been a really, good one. But Lubriderm's really good. And then I like my C&D Sensations, it's called. Hello, Zakarala. I am okay, thank you, sir, I think. Hello. How are you? But definitely the lotion just helps resupple the skin. I've had a lot of people ask me about that over the years, and I really attribute it to the lotions and stuff. But I mean, I started using facial creams when I was like 15. I was, fresh out of the house kind of thing. And someone else had shown me that. And so I started with oil of Olay actually. And I got to tell you, even at 15, I could see a significant difference in my skin and how it looked and how supple it was. But oil of Olay only lasted a few years for me before my skin aged to the point of needing something a little bit stronger. And I've tried several of them, but it's just something that I always do. It's a regime for me to take care of myself like that, Bath and Body Lotion smells amazing, amazing. Does it last? I hate it when you put something on and then you go out in the sun and it kind of like the scent of it goes away and you can't even really smell it. It's like as soon as the lotion sinks into the skin, the perfume is gone or something like that. Yeah, some lotions don't work. That is true. But I think just even keeping up on it helps. No, I've never been married, Crystal. I'm from Canada. Zakalara or Zachariah? Zachariah. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names. Sheesh. My apologies, sincerely. But yeah, no, there are some lotions that are just a little too thin. Like if it's a thin lotion, it's certainly really not going to give you very much coverage or, there's not going to be very much product to even sink into your skin if the lotion is too thin. No, I don't think it works with the skins it wants to. I think that each of us are different and it's trial and error. And what works for me may not even work for you guys. So, those are what I've tried and you can go out and buy that and try it yourself. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, try another kind of lotion and see if that helps. When I go to pick out lotions, I just unscrew the cap to smell them. If it smells too waxy, those are the ones that usually drain out of the perfume the fastest. Like as soon as you open it kind of thing, you maybe have a week. And if it's a larger jug of lotion, you maybe have like a week before it's turns to this like waxy lotion smell that doesn't really have any perfume to it. It doesn't smell very good. So go in and unscrew them and actually literally smell them. That's what I do. Yeah, Nivea is okay, but I find it to be a little bit too thin. Although I haven't used it in a long time either. But yeah, Nivea, I just find it's a little thin sometimes. But like I said, guys, all of our skins are different. So what works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me, right? So I think it's just a matter of trying different things. And you're from FM's invite. Welcome, Hill 2. So nice to see you. Oh, it's Hilly. Oh, Hilly, hi. Sorry. You've used a Vino? Yeah, no, that isn't a decent one. I have used a Vino in the past, but I found it kind of just stopped working for me. Yeah, I've kind of more stick to the Jergens, but the Jergens I find if I don't use it fast enough, like I said, it gets that waxy kind of a smell to it. Zachariah, please guest. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Hill knows a ton about lotion. Yeah, we're talking about lotions because people were asking me about my skin, and I've told them now that I used to use, well, I always have, but I used to use oil of Olay on my skin when I was like 15. And as I've aged, I've just constantly used, more and more. My Instagram is one Ms. Sherry. Just like that. So, yeah, I just wrote it out for you, Zachariah. Hey, Jan B, how are you? So yeah, we're talking about lotions, and I've said like I've used Lubriderm and Jergens and the C&D Sensations, which is like my favorite, but it is a little bit thin. However, those lotions are so perfumed. Like, I mean, they're almost over perfumed that you don't even have that risk with those. And I buy the really big jugs. Hang on, I'll show you. They're really awesome. These are amazing, you guys. This one is honeysuckle and pink grapefruit, and the orange one is tangerine and lemongrass. And I'm telling you, this C&D lotion is amazing. I mean, you don't even need perfume after you've applied this to yourself. It's just so, and I've had these for, oh gosh, probably a couple of months, and it still smells like brand new. Like, and it stays open. I don't have to like snuff it out each time I'm done using it. So I'm definitely going to be reordering more of those. I think a lot of colored people have trouble with dry skin. For the Caucasian people, we definitely have trouble more in the winter seasons and fall seasons. But if you keep the regime kind of all year long, you'll notice that your skin will just be able to handle the switch. Like I can always tell when it's been a little while since I've done a full body lotion head to toe, because my skin just gets super chalky and flaky and whatever. Your internet's being fuzzy, Christine. Mine seems to be doing okay on this end. So yeah, if you guys have never tried these, I would totally give it a whirl. You can buy these smaller ones for a lot cheaper. And this was only like $22 or something for this huge one. The little ones I think are like $8. So, I mean, you can completely try it within reason and not break the bank, But I love broke bitch styles. I am a broke bitch styles all the way. Thrift shopper, DIY. Cocoa butter is amazing and it smells so good. I have bought a few of them, but that's one of the scents that I notice evaporates quickly. Like the cocoa butter just goes away, and I'm like, oh, you're almost left with that lotion that just doesn't have a scent to it. And who really wants to put that on, you know? But I do love that. I also love the coconut smelling stuff. Oh my gosh, so amazing. What do you mean where? Gigi, where what? Where do you order those? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I'm like, what is she talking about? I get it. I get it. So this one, I would just, in all honesty, go to the CND Sensations website. Maybe I can see if there's a thing on the bottle here. No, there isn't. Let me see. Where did I find it again? I think it was a site called Keep Beautiful, I want to say. I'm just going to look it up for you guys now. Keep Beautiful. I think that's the one. Maybe I'll just look up. Okay, so when I punch in C&D Sensations lotion, it pops up. See, yeah, like, and they have a gorgeous lavender one with jojoba. Anyways, it's only $7.75. Let me see if I can get like an email link for you guys here. They used to have body washes. I don't know if they still have that, but here's a link for you guys to check it out. Okay, so for anybody over here, there is that link. But I don't think Eucerin has any, I don't think that they have scented lotions, do they? I think it's just one kind with them, I think. But skin cancer isn't attributed by lotion. It's attributed by the sun, though. I don't understand the reference connection, Terry. What do you mean? Amazon does have a little bit of it. Yeah. What's their prices like, though? I would be like, make sure it's a C&D and make sure it's not a knockoff, because the last thing you want to do is buy it and you get it and it's, some crappy knockoff. So there's the link there, Crystal. Sorry for whatever. I don't know whatever happened, but there's the link for the C&D lotions, which are amazing. I absolutely love these ones. They're just so awesome. Like tangerine and lemongrass is just refreshing, and the pink grapefruit one is just beautiful itself. Like, I mean, if I could go and buy every single flavor, but I have tried a couple and I didn't really like. One of, thanks for the heart, 75 FM. But one of the, I think it was the lavender one, I didn't really like the scent of it. It was freezing up. It kind of reminds me, like it was too, not lavender enough. There was just something I didn't like about it for scent, you know? It wasn't as natural as the other ones. You're welcome, Gigi. The black cherry nutmeg. Yes. Yeah, that one is a nice one as well. I'm not going to lie. That one is definitely a nice one. And they do have a nice, what's the other, honeysuckle something? I bought a little one of it. Citrus and green tea. Sorry. I bought this one, citrus and green tea as well. And it's okay. It's not my favorite, though. I'm not going to lie. I really like the perfumey kind of ones a little bit better. This one's a little bit more plain, you know? Something you could use on your hands at work in the office or something, you know? It's like one of those. But they sure do have a lot of nice flavors and totally worth checking it out. I have tried the Body Shop products before, but I find they really dry my skin out. Like their soap bars, their bath bombs. I don't know. Hello, Rory. Thanks for the likes, guys. Much love. You guys are awesome. They used to sell these kinds of things in like aesthetic salons and stuff. So, you know, you could go and get your nails or your hair done or whatever. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Crystal. But they also had the body wash back then, which matched scent wise. So you had the lotion and the body wash. So when you use the lotion, the body wash, you needed a little bit less lotion, and it helped prolong your scent till literally like the end of the night. When you're ready for a shower, you still smell good, you know? It's that good of lotion. They are a little bit thin, but like I'm telling you, the perfume in it, I think if it was thicker, it would just be too potent and too strong, you know? You know what makes me look hot? What are you talking about? Pink grapefruit? Oh man, Mary, it's amazing, this one. It really is. It's my favorite. It really, well, I can't choose between them. They're both so nice. I really can't choose between them. They're both really, really nice. Bath bombs worry you? Why? My favorite bath bombs are from Charmed Aroma. Got a little surprise in the tub. It's so cool. Check your the value of your present. Charmed Aroma is great though. I've ordered from them several times. They're fairly reasonable too, but I have yet to find a ring or a piece of jewelry that was worth more than $250. I am on another app as well, Hilly. I don't really want to combine them. I want to kind of try to keep them fairly separate so that I can have genuine audience on both. So I am bouncing between the two, just two. Love you all. Yeah, I'm so curious, Hennessy, why you think bath bombs are not safe for females. Why? Bath and Body Works got all the ladies' stuff. Yeah, but they don't have presence in their bath bombs like Charmed Aroma does. The fragrance on the female parts isn't really good. I don't think there's anything really that too wrong with it, you know. Similar to using soaps and shampoos and stuff, right? FM3, no, I'm not. I don't really want to disclose it. I'd like to try to keep it separate so that we can all like come together on different platforms. That way I don't get like the same people coming over from the other one and then it's mixing and it's, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a decent idea so that, I could make sure that it was genuine on both sides, right? Sherry's great at juggling. Yeah, bouncing between trying to answer as many questions that are coming up as possible. The scent of the second one, Gigi, so the orange one is tangerine and lemongrass and honeysuckle and pink grapefruit. Man, they smell so gorgeous. They really do. No, I don't know if it would cause, I don't know. Haley is big on the meet me. I've never heard of that one. Thank you, Adad Dahama. Thank you. Love your little emoji, Hilly. Very cute. Yeah, I think it depends on your where you live, your surroundings, and your atmosphere, right? If it's super, super hot all the time where you are, you may not want to put on, a thick layer of lotion kind of thing, and it'll just slide right off you. You'll be sliding around in your clothes. Too funny. Hello, Sarah Irene. Welcome. I have to take a quick bathroom break, you guys, and maybe grab a little bit more coffee. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Be right back. Okay. Ninja Elmo, that's awesome. Excuse me. One more second, guys. Isaiah, hello. Goodbye. What intermission? You're cute, Hennessy. Dancing popcorn and soda. How is everybody's weather now that we're like mid-May here? Ours is nice. Double-digit temperatures finally here, but the wind seems to be a little bit chilly for us still, so still seems to be pants weather a little bit. It's raining almost every day in Virginia. Oh man, that sucks. Chilly and rainy right now. Yeah, clear blue skies, sunny over here, but windy. The wind is just a smidgen cold still. Beautiful in Texas. Just have 2 cottonwood trees blooming. Cotton, nice. Oh, yeah. I guess that would give people allergies a little bit. It's a good thing that I can't even see the negative thumbs down. I like that it doesn't show. Hello, Manir. Why does everybody want to know how old I am? Why is that like the first question all the time? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Does it really matter? Do you think that age for some reason means that you are at a certain level in life, or you're more mature? Because I've met some 50-year-olds that are pretty freaking immature. I've met some 10-year-olds that are pretty freaking mature. Uh, so, I mean, I don't really think that age necessarily tells anybody anything. No, Manir. No. You hate the rainy days because of the vehicles gets water in the driver's side floor. Why do you get water in the driver's side floor? Oh, it's guys asking just because they think I'm pretty. So what? Like, just how does how old are you even conjoin with I think you're pretty? Why don't you just start off with I think you're pretty? Why does it have to start out with how old are you? I don't understand that. So many men do the same thing. Yeah, age is just a number. Depending on what you've been through in your life, more determines where you are mentally, in my opinion. Um, yeah, but how is that hitting on me? How old are you? It's like, get out of here. I don't want to tell you. you know, with answering the question, I find comes judgment, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. This just took a left turn. Beautiful sunny day. Yeah, I feel like I'm 100 too, Amy. Oh my goodness. I'm totally with you on that. Totally with you on that. Most guys do ask a woman's age. I get it all the time. All the time. I know it is a little bit rude, right? I mean, I thought that back in the day, people were always offended when you asked that question. It was like taboo. You weren't supposed to ask that kind of question. Nowadays, hello, Mountain Man. How are you doing? Haven't been here in a while and have been forgotten. What do you mean you have been forgotten? What are you talking about? You've not been forgotten. You're here. Yeah, I know. I totally always retort with the question back. yeah. Well, they never usually believe me, anyways, even when I do tell them. They're like, no. It's like, okay, no, I'm not now. Like, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't necessarily make me feel bad to be older, and it doesn't make me really feel good to be viewed as younger. So I'll just take it for what it is. I think it sounds like your door panel has a leak if you're getting water on your floor on the passenger side. I think it's time to look into that. Fix it. No. Went and got hitched. So you went and got married, did ya? That was fast. How long were you dating? I mean, last time we spoke, I'm pretty sure you were still single, no? Gigi. Yeah, it's just a number. Honestly, you can be a grown ass person and be so immature. And you could be a really young person and be so mature. I don't really think that you can necessarily structurize who or what somebody is or how, whatever compatible you are just by an age and figuring out the number. Like, oh, you are a certain age. Great. This will totally work. No, that's not how it works. you have to take time to get to know each other and one step at a time. Hello, Giovanni. Hello, Aiden's music. Married the best woman in the world. Well, that is how it should be. Congratulations, Mountain Man. I'm so happy for you. Yay. Seriously. I'm in no rush to move that any forward. Sorry for the slurp. Yes, exactly, Kobe. Playing video games. Pacifier glued to their mouth, umbilical cord stuck on their belly. What's going on here, Aiden's Music? We are just randomly chatting about all kinds of different subjects. So we started out with two heinous killers that we were talking about. First one being Shane Schindler, who took a sledgehammer to some homeless people and decided to kill them, for no reason. But anyways, obviously arrested, obviously serving time. And then the second serial killer that we were talking about was Todd Kohlhepp. He had abducted a woman, and she was successfully found safe and alive, and she's okay now, but dealing with all of the trauma that happened to her. And then we just got into random conversation about little bits of things here and there. Lotion was one of them. Just whatever kind of conversations. Hello, Amez. Ams? I'm not sure. Well, Hennessy, I can tell you what I don't want, and that's to ever be hurt again. To give my heart out to somebody, really put my effort in, give it my all, only to, be hurt in the end. I can tell you that that is something that I definitely do not want. So if that means that this beautiful soul is just going to stay solo, I'm all right with that. There sure isn't a whole lot of super honest characters left out in the world that are single and decent. We're attracted to each other, decent looking, that has a career and maybe his own life, his own home, his own vehicles, whatever. Yeah, somebody established, but I definitely don't think there's very much of those left. And the way that the dating world has gone lately, I'm not holding my breath. I'm okay where I'm at. What? Oh, you write a book or SMTH? What? What is SMTH? Hello, Gina. Alrighty. See you later, Mountain Man. Congratulations again. Yeah, exactly. And you know what, you guys, in all honesty, I've only really been doing this where I'm completely, like there's no roommates, there's no, partner, there's nobody around me kind of thing to bother me. I've only been doing that since 2015. So 4 years. I don't even think that's enough time for me to even get to know myself yet. So more women than men. Yeah. Well, and like the honesty and the trust, right? The moment that you start going on to social media to talk with other people who are, also single, unless you're somebody with, you're kind of a public figure in a sense, or you're helping others, there's really no need to be having, sweet talk and flirting with somebody online. And, like if you're already in a relationship, you're already cheating if you're doing that, in my opinion. And it's only a matter of time before something physical actually happens. So I choose to not deal with any of it. I'm good. I'm good. Excuse me. Thank you, Gina. You're so sweet. Hey, Laura. Just finished therapy with your daughter. Very cool. I hope it went well for you, girl. I hope everything's going well for you, period. Oh, or something. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I might one day. It's a matter of finding a publisher more than just writing, right? Someone to actually publish it. I'm 51 and I have one grown daughter, just divorced after 33 years of marriage. Plan on staying single for the rest. Why did you divorce though? Hennessy. Curious. Hey, salut Noël. Madame Noël. Je t'ai presque manqué. En dessous de Mary. I almost missed you, Yvette, underneath Mary, because those greens are so similar. One's like a little teal and one's like green. Like, yeah, with it all. It's just they're not really honest. And the moment that they don't get what they want, which is usually sexually, they're gone. Like it doesn't take them long. He found a new girl. Wow. That's too bad, honey. Sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that, you're finding your own happiness in the process. Marriage is something that I never wanted to rush, not anything I wanted to jump into. I've been engaged a couple of times, but usually they fuck it all up in some way. That's not to say that I'm not partially to blame for, fighting back and forth, but there's usually some type of betrayal, whether that's theft from me or you lies, cheating, stealing. I'm not dealing with that. Forget it. Don't need it. And like, for what? Just to have a cuddle partner? No, I don't need the extra stress. Most of them would cuddle with a different person every night if they could. Yeah, like, well, that's what I find though all the time. They just, you're so pretty and they just want to touch you. And it's just like, no, thanks. I'm good. Like, just cool your jets for a minute. Let's get to know each other first. And if they're not willing to take the time to do that and they're not going to be genuine and authentic in the process, I'm not wasting my time. It's not even worth it. See you later. Got no time for the bullshit. This broke bitch can't deal with it no more. Well, that's exactly it, Mary. Yeah. And I don't really have any time for that. Like if they can't stroke it themselves and feel good about themselves, they're not even ready to be in a relationship. They just think they are because they want to lay down with somebody, right? So, hey Julie, I've called you a couple of times. I've left you a couple of messages. Whenever you're ready and free and have some time, give me a call back. If I don't answer, leave me a message and I'll give you a shout back when I get home. It's true though, Mary, like they want a woman who is secure in herself, who's independent, who's strong and confident about her beauty. And then what? This pissant little man comes along who's insecure and jealous and causing trouble for the woman who's got her shit together. No, thank you. Not for me. You can keep that. I'm not laying down with that. You're married for 24 years. You've known him for 12 before you started dating. Wow. That's awesome. I believe that the greatest relationships start out as friendships and you build getting to know each other through a process. But most people are so quick to jump in to the good feeling and running with it. They don't even give it any time. So there is no heart, there is no emotion, there is no connection. Therefore, it's easier to walk away from. So definitely not interested. And now that I love myself so much, I have no need. When I was younger, I used to look towards my partner to make me smile, to make me happy. And I wasn't happy within myself. Therefore, I mistreated a lot of them, you know? So, if what they want and stuff, they got to give that too. They can't just want that and be a complete dick and expect to get the amazing woman. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Good luck, you know? Excuse me. And to boot, relationships take a lot of freaking work. a lot of time spent together, a lot of, conversations, seeing how you work together, seeing how you solve problems together, seeing how you enjoy socializing together. Do your cliques blend or whatever? Yeah, it's far too based off of looks and attraction and physical sexuality. And that is the last thing that a brand new relationship needs, although it's the first thing that every guy wants to do. Almost every guy wants to do. I shouldn't lump you all in that category, but you know what I'm saying. They're certainly trying. I mean, they're not talking to you because, you're smart. They're like, wow, she's really pretty. I'd really love to touch her. But that process takes time, and it's very obvious to a female when you don't want to take that time, when you're not really being sincere, when you're really not giving it your all, and maybe just trying to act aloof like you don't even really care. Well, it's very noticeable, and it's never going to get you to the next step with that amazing, beautiful woman, you know. But that's just from my life experiences and the things that I've been through, that I can attribute these, thoughts and stuff because of those experiences. I do have a college degree, as a legal assistant, not a lawyer. But in all honesty, I don't know if it's something that I'm ever going to really use. I think it's something that I'm going to have under my belt, but it's not necessarily going to be something that I build a career in. I've always been an entrepreneur, and I'm certainly not going to be starting my own firm or anything like that. So, um, I look like a lawyer. You know what? I could pull the part off pretty well, to be honest. I've had more than several cases that have gone through various courts. Small claims courts is something that you have to handle yourself. It's something that you have to bring all your own evidence. It's something you have to have your own smarts to do. So, unless you want to hire a lawyer and give away partial of your funds that have been, recouped or whatever. So, I need a power suit. You're cute. Yeah, the civil courts. Yeah, you have to know what you're doing in a sense, And I mean, they don't take it lightly. These are actual judges that are sitting there listening to these things. So if you go in completely unprepared, you're going to waste the judge's time, and probably not, the situation will not end in your favor. So it helps to know your process. It helps to know what you need in order to be successful. Hello, John Pockney. Yeah, civil court. Dating seems scary. Yeah. Well, yeah, and I mean, you don't even know who to trust anymore. So you have to take time to build that. And that can't be done with a whole bunch of people around all the time. You really have to spend some one-on-one time getting to know each other, where, you got your clothes on and you're sitting across the table from each other, not, laying down sharing sheets, right? And for even myself, that has moved too quickly in the past, it's never been a successful relationship ever. As soon as you move too fast, you almost ruin it. I'm okay, John. Thanks for asking. How are you? Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, you have to be friends. But I mean, even that like, there's some guys out there that's like, "Oh, you friend zone me?" Well, dude, you got to get to know each other first. So, yeah, you're a friend first, and we will see if we go to the next level. There's men that won't even take the time to even go to that next level. They're like, "No, well, I'm a friend. Okay, see you later. All I wanted was to stick it in. Sorry, I guess I'm out of here now. It's not going to work. Goodbye." Goodbye. Carry on. See you the fuck later. Never. For real though. Yeah, that's not really the best thing to do. If you're sharing your partner, I don't think that that's true love. I don't know. That's just my opinion about it. I don't know. I think that building the level of respect that you need in a relationship, you have no other choice but to start it out as friends to see if you are even capable of doing that together. And if you're not, well, then it's never going to go. It should never go to, the intimate level. But like I said, in this day and age, it's the first thing that everybody seems to want. And it's the first thing that's going to ruin your relationship right off the hop. There's very, very few relationships that start out like that really fast and actually work out for the long haul and stay together forever. Like, it's very, very few. Hey, Hamlet. Yeah, I think it has to be like a mutual type of level of respect for each other. One can't be more than the other, or one's going to feel less than the other. And, you know, it's a sheer juggling act to work a relationship, period. So so if you go in jumping off, sexually, you better believe that there's no way you can go back to just being friends. There's really not, you'll never go back to just friends after that. That too is very, very rare. Communication is huge, absolutely. But if you don't have that trust, that communication can just turn sour and bitter and mean and degrading and belittling and name calling and all that other crap that you're at each other, right? I think that people don't realize when you're getting into a relationship together, it's supposed to be you and them against the world. You guys are the team. You guys got to be back to back so you can see around all sides so that no one's going to come at you guys. That's what it's supposed to be. But it's very, very rarely something like that these days, unfortunately. Your ex-wife calls you clingy, left me because I valued her so much, put her first in everything, called me soft because of that. Yes, there are some women out there that will take advantage when you show them a little too much, affection or appreciation or whatever, right? It's like the rich guy buying his girlfriend, the brand new car just to get her to love him more. It's never going to be completely fulfilling, right? I mean, one person's always going to feel like that's what they had to do in order to get that. And the other person's going to feel a little bit, valued lower or whatever, or that this is what I need in order for you to show me that you love me. I mean, all of it's just unhealthy altogether. So I wore this necklace because I really wanted to just cover the cleavage. I seen a comment recently about some fucking bitch comment on my thing going, oh, she'll be on tomorrow wearing, something low and revealing, and she'll be all happy and full of makeup. And that was right after I posted my depression video. And this freaking woman decided to just come at me like that. And I'm like, for real? Because I pretty myself up after having a night of crying my eyes out, you're going to come at me and blast me? I don't think so. Obviously, I blocked the person, but I have, she is an FB to me, because that is just completely uncalled for. Why anybody feels the need to come over to anybody else's life and space, even if it is just on the internet, and bash them or make them feel like minimizing their feelings or their experiences, or oh, you're fake, or you're a one-sided story, or you're a drama queen. Like, I get it that there are some people around the world that have probably been through a hell of a lot worse than I have. But how dare anybody come on my channel and tell me that what I've been through and the hurt feelings that I have about my life aren't valid, and that I am just a drama this and all this crap? Oh man, it was enough to really piss me off. I'm really glad that I went through my life story. I feel like I can finally shelf some things now and move the fuck along. But it was really disheartening to see how cold and calculated some biatches can be all over this internet. It's really, 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 really heartless of them. So, but hey, they'll reap what they sow one day, right? One day. Ay, ay, ay. Who is the drama queen? No, she doesn't even know me, Faith. You're completely right. She's somebody who's been on my channel before, but I have absolutely no respect for somebody who's going to come and hear all of my trials and tribulations and hardships and turn around and tell me that really wasn't that bad. And you should just stop whining and don't be fake and like, get the out of here. Like, thank God for those 3 dots on the side of that name. Like, gone, blocked. Like, I mean, honestly, get lost. So, who is the drama queen? Oh, yeah, the person that said that. Honestly, I was kind of shocked. Like, are you serious, people? My family signs me over to Child and Family Services to like, completely out of nowhere. And y'all are going to be like, oh, that's just that. You're just crying about nothing. Like, get out of here. I got no time for that kind of crap. And I refuse to give them any kind of power over my channel like that. You're not going to make me feel bad or like what I have been through wasn't actually that bad because I'm the one who went through it. So I know how I felt. Whether or not you would have felt something else, well, that's your fucking thing. I felt completely hurt and like abandoned and not loved. And you know what? Nobody's going to try to come at me and tell me that that wasn't real because I'm the one who felt it. I'm the one who cried all those days and nights. I'm the one who felt all of it. So it was really upsetting to go through all that again. Like, I mean, I had sporadically shared with you guys some of my experiences, but when I was sharing my depression videos, some of you guys were like, what's wrong? Like, why are you even sad? We know nothing about your situation. So I decided to put myself through all those memories again to actually complete writing out my life story, only for people to turn around, listen to it, and think it wasn't that bad, or maybe they have had it worse. So they're going to come and negate what I went through as not being that bad. I don't think so. No, not going to happen. Out of here. I got no time for that. That's bullshit. I mean, seriously. Hello, the derpy smiler. But yeah, to completely undermine and belittle, like, and demean and kind of like negate, not validate, whatever you want to call it, for people to come around and do that to me after what I did and went through again, just to put it out there was, you know what? Completely uncalled for. You think I'm going to let them win? Hell no. I win because I have control over that video and I can choose who I share it with and who I don't. I'm drinking coffee right now and I'm literally on my like 4th cup. So I'm like, seriously. But honestly, it pisses me off though. Like, don't do that to me. Don't try to come at me and tell me what I was feeling was really not that bad. Like, get lost. You have no right to do that to me. So that's why I'm getting a little heated. Like, honestly, I wear my heart on my sleeve, Thank goodness it was therapeutic for me and I wasn't actually fully doing it for the online world, because that would have been absolutely crushing to go through that and have people do that to me. But thank God I did it for myself, because I really want to just shelf this shit. I don't want to deal with problems and pain from a childhood and teenage life. That's not where I'm at. I'm a grown-ass woman and I refuse to allow those people, who are doing this, any kind of reign, any room to do that. So one person had commented, oh, so they win? No, I win because I took the video down. I'm the one who chooses. Now you're not going to see it then if that's how you're going to act. And maybe I had a lot of supporters who were wanting to see it. But what if you would have been one of those people who's been through something worse than me and you would have watched it and turned around and thought, well, Sherry, you really haven't been through stuff that's that bad. I personally feel that rape is bad and I've gone through it 3 times in my life. I mean, don't tell me that that's not bad, how I feel, So yeah, it pisses me off, Julie. You're wondering, do I have anything extra in here? Nah, this is all adrenaline, baby. I mean, I just refuse to accept somebody mistreating me and not wanting to validate what I've been through. That's what my parents have done to me since day one. You think I'm going to let a stranger do that to me? Hell no. Hell no. I'm going to stand my ground, and they're not going to win, and I'm going to take that video down, and it's just not even going to be viewable then, if that's how they're going to be. That's what I say too, Gina. But I mean, it's just like, it's disheartening. You know, like my parents already make me feel like that my whole life. Like, don't you dare come at me and try to minimize my feelings on these issues. That is just not even your place. And as soon as you start judging me, boy, oh boy, do you ever have three fingers pointing back at you. So yeah, it really perturbed me, you know? And like right around Mother's Day, like cold, calculated biatches and dicks. I don't even know what to call the guys. I don't even know if there is any guys, but whatever. You can't necessarily tell by the username, can you? Absolutely a piss off, though, I have to admit. I can't even let them, you know? Can I please react to your favorite YouTube video? What's your favorite YouTube video, Snowman? But yeah, you know what, you guys, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I have no problem expressing myself. And when I get mad, boy, this is how it is. This is how it looks. This is what I do. I will definitely voice it. I'm not going to lay down and take it. It'll lay down and take a lot of things in my life. I'm not going to do that as a grown-ass woman. Let these strangers have any power? Are you for real? I don't think so. Hey, Marcos, 007. Yeah, perhaps they were jealous, or perhaps what perhaps could be more likely is that maybe they went through something even more heinous than I did. And I can admit that that's probably more plausible from all these people around the world and stuff like that. But to, you know, look at me and say that what I went through wasn't even that bad is just, that's bullshit. So I'm not accepting it. They're not allowed to express that on my channel. They're not allowed to minimize my feelings. They're not allowed to unvalidate them. You know, if they can't be supportive, well, I'm sorry, but carry on. There's a billion freaking YouTube channels. If you don't like me, you don't have to stay here. Like, seriously. Man, it pisses me off, you know? It took a lot out of me, you guys. I was literally drained for days, crying for days, trying to get through this story, realizing, but hey, there's still some things I haven't really fully dealt with, like the sexual abuse as a child, like, you know, maybe possibly one of those rapes, actually, you know, and the fact that of my family situation. So, to say that all of those things are not still affecting me, I mean, you'd have to, you know, be a complete moron to not be able to tell that some of these things are obviously still affecting me. So for somebody to come around and negate it all was just like, nah, you know what, bish, you know what? No. I'm sorry, but it was really upsetting, and I really had no problem voicing that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, the audacity of people. It is kind of like being re-traumatized, because you're reliving it all in order to write it all out. You're trying to remember every detail, which is literally impossible to do on an entire childhood, you know, teenage, young adulthood. It's impossible to remember every single detail of everything that happened, good and bad. It really is. You know, and the more that I got into it, the more I realized I was remembering more things. And I mean, yeah, I mean, it was definitely therapeutic, though. You know, it was something that I feel like I had to do almost one last time. And yes, I thought it was going to be beneficial to my channel to share it all with the people who do care about me here. However, that was not the response I was getting. People were literally coming to watch it, commenting some shitty ass negative opinion, calling me drama queen and telling me I'm a one-sided story and all this crap. And I started losing subscribers, and I'm like, are you for real? No, not happening. So he took it down, and my subscribers are building again and have been ever since. I wonder why. People are too judgmental, and they really, really, really need to learn that that is not the way to live. And the minute that you start doing that to another person, you are seriously jeopardizing your own safety with your judgment later. It's not worth the breath. You're right. Man, so frustrating. Yeah, I guess, Gina, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, it is upsetting. But, moving right along, like if people want to act like that, but claim they're not acting like that, it's pretty obvious when you see it. So thank you for becoming a fan. Well, you know what? Whatever. Take 5 minutes, show them I'm, not happy with the way that humanity and those particular humanity people are acting. Maybe it'll help enlighten them a little bit. Maybe it'll remove some of the scales from their eyes or open their ears. I don't know, but or maybe, just maybe, the exact same thing or worse is going to happen to them because they just decided to not have a heart at all about someone else's experience and hurt in life. Please. At least I look hot. You're funny, Gina. Oh boy. No, yeah, I definitely did do that, Mary. I removed them immediately, but it's a little bit disheartening to see several people doing that. Why? Because you were abused worse? So you have no heart on the level of abuse that I endured? I mean, yeah, whatever. I got no time for it. Karma is right. You're so right. And I do pray for them all every single night, Gigi. I'm not going to lie. I actually pray for the entire world, all humanity, man, woman, child, all of it, because I am concerned with what's going on around this world. And I do have a heart, no matter how, small or big, whatever it is you're going through. I believe that, each of us going through these various experiences, they hurt us in different ways. And, maybe somebody else wouldn't have been as hurt about something that happened to you, right? But to negate that person, right, and that person's feelings is just completely cold. Yeah, Mother's Day was hard, like, not gonna lie, I spent it very much alone. I didn't even look at any of my social media. I didn't Well, no, I did. I posted, like, a happy Mother's Day thing for everybody, like, on Facebook, but yeah, the people who hate on me are miserable, and they seem to have it stuck in their head that, I'm this mean type of person or whatever. Um, they couldn't be furthest from the truth, but hey, they're entitled to their opinion. Whether or not it's right or not is a completely different thing. So, but yes, only God can judge me. Exactly. Pretty crappy though that people need to do that to other people. Hello, Ahmad Ali. Prayer and forgiveness is healing for oneself, even though it may hurt at the time. In the end, you will come away better. Yes, that's true, Julie. Sometimes it's harder to forgive yourself for, the shitty decisions that you've made. But I just realized I forgot to turn this on. Whatever. Doesn't really matter now. We're at the end. I can't believe I just went through the whole thing like that, though. Sheesh. I really wanted to turn that light on before I even started, and I didn't even notice it. Yeah, it is crappy. I don't feel like they have the right to do stuff like that. So, excuse me. And I mean, all it's going to do is hurt my feelings. So, I'm just like, no thanks. That's not going to happen. My channel, my way. And like that's what's odd is that everybody is welcome on my channel. Everybody. It doesn't matter if you're blue and you're a Smurf. Doesn't matter what sex you are, doesn't matter what age you are, doesn't matter what color you are. Everybody is welcome, and they are also welcome to share their thoughts, so long as nobody's going to be rude to another person, name calling and belittling and whatever. Everybody is welcome. So for people to come around and do what they were doing was completely uncalled for and quite immature, in my opinion. But karma will get that too. Like I have no need to waste my time on, singling them all out, naming them all and whatever. So, which I could do. I could, but I'm not going to. Because I don't need the karma on myself. Joe Kings, hello. I love that. Yes, sis, preach it. Yeah, I don't think that anybody should be mistreating other people, to be honest, It's moving right along. You don't get along with somebody? Well, you don't have to hang out with them. Move along, It's hard to even identify those people because they don't even use real names, so I won't bother finding them. Don't let trolls get to you. I will never understand the rudeness. Yeah, exactly. Just Kathy. Exactly. And it's so easy to kind of get defensive and attack them back. Like I have done it myself, for crying out loud. It's enough to get you that mad that you're like, you know what? And you're like typing it right back. Like, but that's not being any better. I usually delete it right after and freaking, I'm sure YouTube can see it and all that, but it's gone at that point. But excuse me. Hello, Donta. Thank you for becoming a fan. That's so sweet. Best cure for a troll control is ignoring them, even though it's hard to do. It is very hard to do, especially if they're personally coming right at you. It's very easy to jump into defending yourself or, kind of attacking them back, like back off and, F you and whatever, right? But that's not that's not the best way to react either. But I'll admit it. It does get to me. I sometimes overreact back and I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you where to go and how to get there, Sheesh. Hey, Kara. Hello, sovereign humanoid. I haven't seen you in a while. Life story was good. Don't pay attention to the jealousy out there. I wish I had the power like you. Oh, man. I don't feel like I really have power or anything. I do feel like I'm strong, having overcome so many different, things throughout my life, and with very little support, I didn't really have a lot of people to fall back on. So, which in my opinion is, even more admiring. It's like, wow, you made it through by yourself, like with just, God, like, wow, that's, I think that's kind of remarkable. Like, and I can still put a smile on my face every day and try to laugh things off, but I am a realist to the fullest, and I don't hold back. Like I can tell you like it is, Hit the troll button. What do you mean? You mean the block button? Yeah, I guess it took a bit of guts. That's true. There were certain things that I couldn't even really fully mention, stuff that's never ever been, dealt with, and we don't know who it even was that was responsible. So I really don't give myself any credit. I'm like, yeah, you're strong. You made it through a lot, but I'm tired too, though. I'm tired of being that strong all the time with everything. It's draining. Yeah, stand proud. You're right. I should be more proud. But I don't want to get to that place where I'm not humble anymore, and like, oh, look what I did and what, you know what I mean? I don't want it to get like that either. So yes, I'm very snappy. I have a short fuse. I can go off a little bit easily too. It depends on the situation and what's gone on. And you know, if I have a strong heart about it, I will definitely voice it, you know. You've been here for 5 minutes, but you can already tell I'm positive, straightforward speaking, and you admire that. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much, Holly Pops. That's very sweet of you to say. Thank you. I appreciate that support from you. That's awesome. Even if it's just very, you know, it's online, but it's awesome. I got to tell you. Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know. It's been a journey. It's been a long, difficult road in a sense, overcoming some of the things that I have, but you know, surprisingly enough, I have managed to stay positive. I did go through an angry phase, you know, when I was younger, but I didn't want to live there because really I don't think it's going to do anything healthy for anybody to be angry all the time, you know? It's probably more damaging on the inside actually, you know? Yeah, yeah, it is kind of good therapy. Hello, Juan. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thanks for the rose. Ahmed Ali. Love the thumbs up, you guys. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Yes, talking and not holding it in, Gina, is very therapeutic. You're right. And I learned that at a very young age, thankfully, you know, taking various guidance counselors and, you know, throughout school and then throughout my adolescence. I believe that the counseling was something that really helped me to become this, you know. Excuse me. When I was really young, I really wasn't this talkative at all. Excuse me. Seriously. I'm okay. Thanks for asking. How are you? Thanks for the heart. Yeah, I love the thumbs up. Thank you. One can forgive, which is never easy, but one never forgets. That is true. That is very, very true. But you know, my mother would turn around and say, "Well, that's not even full forgiveness. You're not even fully forgiving then if you can't forget." Like, and I disagree. You know, it means that you're never going to forget about what happened. You may not even ever trust that person fully again. You know, but you're able to not hold it against them and just kind of carry on. But it doesn't mean that you want to have a super close relationship with them or be around them very much, even, you know? Excuse me. Frozen screen. Trying to type too fast. You love the furniture, Hamlet? The sectional is called an infinity sectional. So you can actually move each piece into, you know, different layouts and stuff. So, you know, you can make it like one big long couch. You can make it like an L or a C, or you can, you know, close off on a love seat and then have like a chaise lounge. I mean, it's a beautiful set. Um, but living in a one bedroom apartment, I would like to have something that's more like a pull out type of bed so that if people are going to sleep over, you know, there is no other room, there is no other bed. So I actually am trying to sell this set because I would like to get something that's more pull out so somebody could sleep over, you know, and not necessarily in my room, right? Yeah, no trust. Yeah. As you grow, you change and mature. So, of course, you won't be the same from when you were growing up. Yeah, that's true. Thank you for the compliment, Ahmadi. I struggle to share stuff with people. I'm not very talkative. I'm shy when it comes to feelings, but in every other way, I'm a very confident person. Yeah, it sounds like maybe once you trust somebody, you might become more talkative, but in the beginning stages, you're not very talkative, but you're confident. I think that just means that you love yourself and that you're comfortable in your own skin, but that you're very aware that people, not everybody can be trusted and not everybody deserves your trust, you know? Yeah, I very much am to my closest friends. Aw. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me, that you're just very cautious and perhaps because of some of the, trials and tribulations you went through in your life, some of the pain and the things that you went through. This is your defense mechanism, and it works for you. My defense mechanism is to just be completely friendly with everybody and put that happy frontal face on and act like I'm completely okay. It's behind closed doors I fall apart and I deal with my depression, and it is a difficult battle each and every day. It doesn't really get any easier, to be honest. Especially if the things that you're sad about don't really have any kind of a closure, or they're not really getting any better. It's very easy to stay stuck on that issue or whatever went wrong, and then you're going through the what ifs and you're second guessing yourself or you're blaming yourself, and it's just going to ruin and deteriorate yourself. It's not healthy, right? But I think all of us kind of tend to do that in some similar ways, right? I'm like a mind reader. Oh, you're so sweet, Holly Pops. You know what? When I was younger, I used to play this game that I literally could read my friends' minds. And so we would sit down and we would just stare into each other's eyes. I sometimes held their hands. And I'm telling you guys, like, and I'd tell them, like, don't lie. If I really don't get it, don't lie, and then I would legitimately, as a kid, start reading my friends' minds. And like 9 times out of 10, I really did get it right. It was really freaky. It was really weird. I don't really know when I stopped doing that. Probably as a kid, you know. Give them an air bed. Yeah, but I don't really have the room for an air bed though, you know? Yeah, like it's, that would seem to be a good idea, but I don't really have the room for it. I do have Instagram. Holly Pops. It is. That's my Instagram. Please be my fan. Gold Emron. If I click on your name, I'm going to shut off my live though, so I will do that after. You'll follow me? Thanks. That's awesome. I usually I was uploading all of my video creations, but I uninstalled the Instagram app and lost the upload button on my computer, and I still can't seem to get it back. But my phone has the upload button, but it won't upload longer than like a minute of video. So I'm no longer uploading my, video creations to Instagram. I mostly just upload, random photos or like a cute little video about my cats or something. So Gina, what am I thinking? I don't know. I can't even see you, so we can't even test if I still have any kind of ability like that. It's funny though, but on the other site, the lady I was talking to was telling me I was basically reading her mind. She's like, "What are you, a mind reader?" And it triggered that memory from when I was a kid, and I used to do that with my friends sitting outside. Yeah, I don't think so, Sergeant, because it's a narrow apartment, and this room's already full. There's no room for an airbed. The other room is my bedroom, which has no room for anything else. And then it's the kitchen, which I don't think anybody wants to sleep in the kitchen. And then it's the bathroom. So, no, I really don't. I'm not lying. I really don't have any room for it. I really need to sort of switch out the couch set and get. Yeah, it totally cuts off after a minute. It won't actually upload my full video. So I just stopped recently in the last couple of months uploading my video creations. Um, to Instagram from YouTube. So Instagram on the phone is much better than the computer. Yeah, well, I guess I shouldn't have uninstalled it. I don't know. I lost the button. And then I looked on Reddit and stuff, and there was a ton of other people, some of which were actually counting on their funds, like they were making money off of their Instagram channel, and that happened, and they lost their upload button. I mean, that would be completely devastating if you had already worked up to like 50K, 100K, and now suddenly you can't even give any new content. And the people that were complaining about the problem were not even able to get a solution. Then there was comments of who the Instagram creator is. So then you would go over, click on that, and it would bring you to the other person, the creator of it. And you could see all these comments that were trying to ask this guy for help to reinstate their upload button. And he wasn't responding to a single message. So it just basically showed you like they kind of really don't care. If you lost it, you lost it. Oh, well. Hey, Regine, how are you, honey? I need a tape player repeating good things to me. Oh boy, that reminds me of the Friends episode where Chandler was trying to quit smoking and he was listening to these feminine tapes while he was sleeping. It was a woman trying to tell him that he was a strong, confident woman who doesn't need to smoke. And he woke up after a few days of this and he was like really acting really feminine. It was really funny. But I mean, that reminded me when you're playing something, listening to it. That's funny. Not long out of the hospital. Oh, I'll send some prayers for you, girl. But yeah, this has been really awesome hanging out, you guys. It's been a very busy day for me. I've been go, go, go since literally 8 a.m. And the day is only not, it's like half over, there's still a whole like evening to go here. So, and coffee doesn't seem to be working anymore. I'm like, come on, caffeine. It seemed like I burned it all out on venting of what I was upset about. Now it's all gone. I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling tired again. Darn. I'm not on any psych meds, but that's because I don't need to be on any psych meds. I did go for all the appropriate testing to make sure that I didn't suffer from some borderline personality disorder or some extreme mental illness that I needed to have, psych meds, but I don't need them. So I'm not going to take something I don't need. Drink water if coffee don't work. Yeah, I drink water all the time, though. You guys saw me with my water jug. Hello, Tay Funds Engine Blue. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap this up. We've already gone a little bit over our usual 2-hour time frame. And if nobody has any last minute questions or anything, we will probably just be back for Saturday for our next live show, 2 p.m. CDT time zone, so Central Daylight Savings Time zone. You hope you get the notification. Try unsubscribing and resubscribing, unclicking the notification button and re-clicking the notification button. See if that helps. Yeah, it's actually been 2.5 hours already. But I feel like we're running out of things to talk about. I'm from Canada. Hello, Gerardo. Glad to see you as well. It has been fun chatting with you too, Holly Pops. I feel like I met a new friend in a new area. Where are you from anyway, before we let each other go here? If you're still here. She may have already left. Maybe not. You're from Egypt, Ahmad Ali. That's crazy far. I am all the way in Canada. And it's not so cold over here anymore. It's warming up. Yeah, I think Holly might be gone. You're from Mexico, Gerardo? Nice. Hot, hot weather over there, I would imagine. But yeah, I love you, all of you guys. Your support is amazing. I appreciate, the likes and just the support and just letting me vent a little bit and understanding that, some of those people that were being really mean, it's hard to keep it nice. Like I'm just like, like, and sometimes it does slip out because, like, let's be honest, nobody's perfect, and frick, like some people really do upset me. So yeah, don't let people rent space in your head. You're the boss. Yeah, exactly. And I'm hot. You're so cute, Gina. Love you, girl. Love you so much. But yeah, love all of you guys, and I do sincerely appreciate your views, your time that we spend together here, and I hope that you all come back on Saturday. We do our live shows Tuesdays and Saturdays, every week, 2 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time, and I would love to see you all come back. So thank you for watching. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being here. It's TGIS. Thank God it's Sherry. And we will definitely see you guys again soon. I hope that you all stay safe out there. Bye for now.